family was the hardest thing that ever happened to me in my life. I didn't know how to get around. The only thing I know how to do is bang. This is how I do my thing. Anything I wanted, nobody would give it to me. So the only way I had to do it was gangbang for it. I grew up in the streets of Los Santos, where it's either you live or you die. That's how we grew up around here. Anything we wanted, we had to go get it. I started getting weak. When I looked down, I got 3 bullet wounds to the back. My body was numb. I couldn't feel a pain. Couldn't feel anything. Later on that day, I woke up in an ambulance. Somebody said to me, "You'll be okay." I had no idea what he was talking about. So later on that day, I arrived at the hospital. A few months of recovery. I didn't take it so easy in my life. I got shot. I always seek for revenge. And as I got out, that was the only thing that was on my mind. How would I be able to take this to a next level? How would I get what I want back? And I wasn't satisfied with what I just did. I felt like I needed more. My only thought was to go get more. That's how we live around here. It wasn't easy decisions to do. I had to do it all by myself. But this is the life I want, so I'ma bang all my life. Groceries. This is gang territory. Anybody you wanted to look for, they'll be right here. And Big Joe was the one that killed my brother when he was 9 years old. So I had to take the back alley. They didn't know I was there. Nobody seen me. Came up in full black with a Draco in my hand, going through the alleyway. And I looked, and Big Joe was right there. Big Joe and Marky. So I decided I'm gonna shoot both of them. There was no escaping. Before I lose mine, I'm gonna go out bad. So I had to just take their life right then and there. They had a few homies across the street. They started shooting, so I started shooting back. I was hard-headed. I was cold-blooded. Anything I want, I had to go and get it. That's how we grew up in the city. And that's how I knew how to live my life. And after that day, I just started killing people just for the fun of it. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just doing things just for the fun of it. Killing people was just my hobby. And that's how I lived my life. Within a matter of seconds, cops started chasing me. I'm thinking about how I could get away. I started jumping over fences, started jumping over rooftops, and here I am, running across the street. Only thing I remember was just getting hit. My mama always told me, when I fall, always get up. And I decided that wasn't gonna stop me. I came way too far just to get hit by a car. So I started running down the alley. There was a chopper. I felt like I was running, but I wasn't getting nowhere. So I had to find ways how to get out. I had no vehicles. I had to be running. I was running out of stamina. And slowly, I was gonna give up. But I told myself I came way too far to lose my life at the end. And I kept going. I had 30 cops behind me. But I told myself I'm gonna bang until I tap out. It's my only way of getting away. And I thought this was gonna be the end of it. I was confused. There was an abandoned buggy. I had no idea what it was. And I looked at it, it had 4 wheels on it. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get in it. Slowly I started to feel a relief of stress off my shoulders. This cop chasing me, not on foot, but in the dune buggy I was driving. It wasn't that fast, but I think there was possible ways I can get away. The buggy got impounded. The place was surrounded by cops. The only way to get it was just had to steal it. So I stole it. I was losing hope, but I got it back, and now I'm happy again. The LSPD was the last person I ever want to get killed by, so I had to lay low for a few days, and I had to hide the buggy. And here it is. I had damages from the top to the bottom, and I decided it was time for a new paint job. She looked brand new as ever. She drove smooth. She was happy. She was fast, and I loved it. And since this day, I'll never forget this. I was happy. I was enjoying the ride. Then I heard sirens behind me. Started driving slowly. I felt like there was no way of getting out of this or any way of escaping the cops. So my only choice was this. I felt like I did it. This was the moment I took a break and I realized what I did. And I still wasn't hurt. And I felt like for victory, the only way to do this was one way or the other. And without excitement, you can't live a best life. It felt like I outdid the law.